Okay, now on to question 2. So question 2 has multiple parts to it. We're going to do the first one. So the first one, the function is f of x equals 3x minus 2x plus 12. So the first thing it wants is the end behavior of the graph. So the first thing we've got to do is understand what the degree of this is. So the degree of this is, well, that's x to the 1, that's x to the 1, so the degree is x is 2, and the leading coefficient's positive, so the end behavior is up, 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 up. Alright, B. Alright, state the x-intercepts of the graph for each function, the multiplicity, and whether the graph turns or crosses. So again, that has to do with the multiplicity of it. So we ready? Here we go. Okay, so the zeros, or x-intercepts, are x equals 2, because that makes that 0, and x equals negative 12. That makes that 0. The multiplicity is how many times it occurs. So this one occurs 1 time, and this one occurs 1 time. So if the multiplicities are odd, the function crosses through the x-axis. Since 1 and 1 are both odd, this one will cross through the x-axis. So both cross through the x-axis. Okay, so now we'll go on to number 2, the second question. So the second question is g of t, second part, 25t minus 100t cubed. So the degree is pretty easy. The degree is 3. 3 is an odd degree, so that means one end up and one end is down. The leading coefficient of this is negative, and so thus the end behavior is up, down. Alright, so now we'll move on to the next part. So the next part is going to require us to factor this. So we'll see that 25 and t are factors. So we'll factor 25t out. Okay. Alright, now notice that this is a difference of squares, so we can factor this out. So now we just figure out what the zeros are. So what are the zeros? So the zeros are t equals 0. You get that one from that one. This one you're going to set equal to 0 and solve it. That's going to give you t equals negative 1/2. And then this t is going to give you positive 1/2. Okay, so those of you who don't know how to do that, you simply write 1 plus 2t equals 0, subtract 1, divide by 2. Okay. And then this one we set 1 minus 2t equal to 0, subtract 1 and divide by negative 2. Now the multiplicities of these zeros, this one occurs once, this one occurs once, this one occurs once. So therefore all of these cross. And that's it for question 2.